Okay, today we are going to do a lesson on patterns. And in the center, we're going to do a circle that I'm going to teach you how to turn into a sphere or make it look like a sphere. So the first thing that this is what it's going to look like again at the end, but you're going to need a piece of paper and we're going to draw a circle in the middle. Now I'm just using something round. And you can use a bowl or a cup or whatever, but you don't want your circle to be too small in the middle of your page. And I'm just going to trace around my object that's round, and then I'll remove that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to draw wavy lines that go all the way to the edge of the paper. So, and you want kind of big waves. I'm going to go up and down and up and down, and you're just going to do random lines, but you want each section, so you're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 or 9 sections, and you're just going to make them big. I don't want teeny tiny little spaces. You want relatively large spaces. They do not all have to be the same size, but they do need to be wide enough that you can draw your pattern inside. So I'm going to just finish that. And I think I'll just put one more up there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and then each section you're going to do a different pattern. And I'm going to make, I kind of want my wavy lines to be a bit thicker. So I'm going to do double lines before I start my pattern because I want them, it adds visual interest. So you're using a Sharpie or a black marker of some kind. And you're going to just make these thicker as they go. And you don't want any white spaces because you want the lines to be very bold. There we go. Okay, last one. Okay, then I'm going to make different patterns, and I'm not going to do the same pattern in each section. So this one's just going to be stripes, wavy stripes. Okay, and then maybe I'll do polka dots, and I'm going to do different size dots. And I'll just fill up the whole space with different sizes. Until we get to the very end. And then I'm going to do one where I have, so I'm going to draw lines like this, and I'm only going to go halfway. This one looks kind of cool when you're done. And then you're going to do lines the other way where like that. Okay, this one I'm going to do where I do a smaller circle here, and then I get bigger and bigger and bigger as I go down. And then I'm going to color in part of it and leave a little bit of white. Okay. Now, this one's kind of cool. We're going to do zigzag or triangles like this on one side. And then we're going to do triangles on the other side in between. So this, and then in between there, in between there, like that. And then I'm going to color those in because we don't want all that white. Okay, so you just different patterns in each section until you have them all filled in with a different pattern. You could use any pattern you want. Okay. And then I think I'll do little raindrops in here. Or they look like watermelon seeds. All the way down. Until I fill up the whole space. Okay. Now, the next one I'm going to do stripes again, but this time I'm going to make lines first. Straight lines, no wavy lines this time. Across. And then every other section, I'm going to do zigzags between the lines. So I skip this one and I go here. Skip and go to here. Skip this and go to here. Okay. Then I'm going to do a checkerboard. So you do the same kind of thing like this. You draw lines this way. And then you draw lines the other way. And I'm going to follow up. And then what you do is every other one, so I'll start with the middle here, you're going to color it in. And then you skip and start over because you don't want the ones touching. So you're not going to have any of these touching that are totally filled in. So that when you're done, it looks really cool. Checkerboard. So for this one, you might want to turn off, when we get to doing the patterns, you might want to turn off the video or watch the video and then do yours, because you might want to think about what kind of patterns you want to do on yours, and it's going to take you a little bit longer to do that. Especially if you're doing something like this, because you want to pay attention to where you're coloring so that you don't color the wrong square. You really have to think about which one you want to color so that you don't mess it up. And this corner and that corner right there. Pretty cool. Now we just have one section left, and I think I'm going to do like dot, you do a dash, circle, dash, circle, dash, dot, dash, dot. And then up here I'm just going to go like that. So then we go and I match. And I will fill in the last space there. Okay. Now, in order to make it look like we have a sphere right here, we are going to, and I will use oil pastels for this, you're going to need a couple of different shades. So I'm going to do blue, and I'm going to start with the light blue on this side, and I'm going to follow the curve of the circle. Then I'm going to put some medium blue in the center, and I'm going to leave a little bit white up here. And then, so I overlap a little bit over there, I'm going to take the dark blue and do the other side, leaving the little bit of white right here. And then we also have to make the curve the same curve as the circle. So see how that works? So we have darker on this side, lighter on that side, and then it kind of blends in the middle. And we leave a little bit of white right there. And then it looks kind of like a sphere. That's how you make it look kind of like three-dimensional. Now I'm going to keep coloring until I get rid of most of that white. And then you can blend them in together. And there we go. And then if you take your black on the very outside edge of the dark side, you're going to make some little bit more shadow. And there you go. A sphere right in the middle of your pattern design.